的. Yes, even native Mandarin speakers often mix them up. So, if you have been memorizing grammar rules and still getting confused, there's a better way. Today, we're playing the game Guess Who instead, and you'll master these three naturally. They call it learning, we say it's fun. Welcome to Fun Mandarin 玩中文. 大家好, I'm Bryan. So, here's how this game works. I'm gonna give you clues about my good friend. You'll see the used naturally in these clues. And by the end, you'll use what you learned to guess which one is my friend. Here's our first clue. 我的好朋友叫阿才。我的好朋友叫阿才。Did you notice there's a the here? It comes after 我, making 我的, which means my. The shows whose, 谁的. In other words, we use the to show that something belongs to someone. More examples. 你的你的名字 Your name 他的朋友 His friend 他的家人 Her family. How about her family's friend? Yes, you can say 他的家人的朋友. But generally, when there's more than one 的 appear at the same time, we often omit the first one. So it can be 他家人的朋友. That sounds more natural. Let's get the second clue about 阿才. 他有一双迷人的眼睛。他有一双迷人的眼睛。The again, but this time it's clearly not about whose, 谁的. Here, the describes what kind of, 什么样的. So, in this clue, it tells us what kind of eyes he has. 迷人的 charming. Let's see more examples using the to talk about what kind of 什么样的好听的名字 What kind of name? 什么样的名字好听的 So, 好听的名字 means nice sounding, beautiful name. 真心的朋友 What kind of friend? 什么样的朋友真心的 Then, 真心的朋友 means a true, genuine friend. Here comes clue number 3. 他喜欢慢慢的吃，慢慢的走。他喜欢慢慢的吃，慢慢的走。From this clue, you can picture how chill 阿才 is. He likes to eat slowly, 慢慢的吃 and walk slowly, 慢慢的走。Clearly, we use the to talk about how an action is done. 怎么做 Like in this clue, showing how 阿才 eats and walks. More examples using the 开心的笑 How the action 笑 is done. 开心的 So, 开心的笑 means laugh happily. Laugh in a happy manner. 伤心的哭 How the action 哭 is done. 伤心的哭 Cry sadly. Alright, final clue. 但是 他跑得很快，快的大家都追不上。但是他跑得很快，快的大家都追不上。From this clue, we find out that even though Atai does everything slowly, he runs really fast. You should have also noticed a different "the" in this clue. Can you tell what this "the" is used for? Let's take a look at 跑得很快. The followed by 很快 describes to what degree the action 跑 is done. To what degree he runs? 很快 very fast. So 跑得很快 run very fast. How fast is 阿才？快的大家都追不上。Fast to the degree that nobody can catch up. As you can see, the shows to what degree 到什么程度。A few more examples. 笑得很开心。笑 to what degree? 很开心。笑得很开心 means laugh to the point of being very happy, or simply laugh happily. You might be wondering why 笑得很开心 and 开心的笑 both mean laugh happily in English. In Mandarin, though, they each highlight something a bit different. 笑得很开心 focuses on to what degree you laugh. You laugh to such a degree that you're very happy. While 开心的笑 focuses on how you laugh. You laugh in a happy manner, in a happy way. How about this one? 哭得很伤心. That's right. The helps describe to what degree the crying is. 哭得很伤心 means cry sadly. With all the clues on the table, let me recap the key points before you guess which one is 阿才. Next time, you need to use the. Ask yourself these questions first. If you're talking about 谁的 whose, use the, such as 我的朋友. If you're talking about 什么样的 what kind of, use the. For example, 迷人的眼睛. If you're talking about 怎么做 how an action is done, use the. Like 慢慢地走. If you're talking about 到什么程度 to what degree, use the, as in 跑得很快. Besides using this Q&A technique, let's look at the patterns you might have seen in textbooks, but in a visual way. Instead of memorizing rules, we use color coding to visualize how they work. Take a look at these two phrases from the clues. 我的好朋友，迷人的眼睛。Where does the appear? Exactly, before nouns. Next up, look at the in 慢慢地走. Where does the appear? That's right, before the verb, the action, 走. Now, the is a bit different. Look at these examples. 跑得很快，快的大家都追不上. What comes before the? That's right, it can be a verb like 跑 or an adjective like 快. And what comes after the? It doesn't have to be a specific word type. It can be an adjective or a clause. Whatever comes after the shows the degree or result. See the patterns now? The before nouns describes things. The before verbs describes actions. The followed by an adjective or a clause shows the degree or result of an adjective or verb. Look, you didn't memorize any rules. You understood and discovered patterns through real examples. So, instead of using my examples, why don't you create your own? You can use these clues as a framework to describe yourself, your family, or your friends. When you create meaningful personal sentences, you'll remember how they work much better than just memorizing textbook rules. Alright, the moment of truth. 谁是阿才? Which one is my friend, 阿才? Leave your answer in the comments below. That's all for today. If you're wondering why the have more than one pronunciation, it's because they're 多音字. Wanna know what other common characters have multiple pronunciations? Check out this episode and see if you can get them right. 谢谢收看 Fun Mandarin 玩中文，我们下次见。